Everyone say hello to Zach and the boys.
Hi, Zach.
Hello,
And
everybody. 15 hours left. 14?
Yes.
14 hours left, not 15. Don't listen to me or you'll miss cutoff by an hour. Here's our sweeper, Sergey. 40-minute wait for 4 hours. I haven't even run yet.
Enjoy it.
Oh. All right, mile and a half in. Knees okay. But just enjoying the dark. Still a lot of people tight together. Probably until daylight, people pick up speed. So 4 miles in, we're working our intervals, which is going okay. Pace is probably too fast, but that happens early on. Just beginning to get light out, which is good. Like to turn off the headlamp, throw some more miles down. It's definitely it's easy to get lost out here. They say it's marked, and you can see up there a little pink blaze, but I got lost once. Mom got lost twice already, just little ones. So hopefully we can stop that. We'll check back in a bit. All right, you can see now full daylight, which is nice. 7 miles in, still sticking religiously to the interval plan. Just feeling pretty good so far. So we are 16% done, which is not a lot. Actually, my math is wrong, so less than that. But this is the course. Very flat, not a lot of roots, not a lot of rocks. Just challenge is keeping up a pace and not overdoing it early. Another aid station and less than a mile and a half, and then a little longer to the next one. So we'll check in somewhere around mile 10 or so. So till then, we'll miss you. Bye. That's a tough spot. Turn the camera on early. Cool little section here in the lowland. So there's kind of continually these little bridges, which is pretty cool. Now we'll shut her back off again. Do some more running. Okay, right at mile 11. So if you're following along at home, 20% done. Legs acting up a little bit. I was hoping I could go a little longer before I had to deal with it. But we're still moving. You can see the terrain pretty similar to what it's been. It gets tighter, it opens up a little bit, but other than that, it won't change so much for the whole 55 miles and 14 hours, hopefully a little less than that. So we'll check back in a little bit, or we'll turn around if there's anything super interesting to see. Not a lot of nature, but a fair amount of people in front of me that probably kicking that stuff back into the woods. So keep watching, I'll keep running, and we'll We'll talk again in a few miles. Bye. Pretty nice big marshy pond on the right, little marshy river on the other side. Keep on hearing stuff flipping around in there, whether it's fish or turtles or beaver or something cool. That might be a little better shot, less sun in your face. All right, right about a third of the way done. So if your math is good, or if you have a calculator, creeping up a hair over 18 miles. Still feeling good, looking good, of course. Just went through an 8 station. We got another one in 3.5, which is a bigger one. I will grab my tunes and play some obscene heavy metal to help me through the next session. Probably lube up my socks and my feet and take a slightly longer break. But so far so good. I'm kind of on my own. My pace is solid, which means I'm slowly picking off the stragglers that started out the way I normally do, which is probably a little too fast. So I will check in a few miles and we'll talk some more. Goodbye. All right. So right at a marathon, 26.2 miles. For those of you who are runners or athletes or care about the news at all, about 6 hours ago, Eliud Kipchoge was the first human being ever to run a marathon under 2 hours. Doesn't officially count because it wasn't during a race, but pretty damn fast. For reference, I've been running 5 hours and 40 minutes. So he's almost 3 times as fast as I am. But he's a professional, so I'm sure I could get there. Well, maybe not. So, aid station coming up here in a little. We'll hop off the Gatorade, have a little food, and keep on doing what we're doing. You can see the terrain pretty much the same as it's been for the bulk of the 26 miles. Nice little single track, very flat. Get some swampy areas, some lakes and ponds, but not so much change. So we'll catch you later. Bye. All right, not sure if that little screenshot took, but 31.5 miles, just went over 7 hours. So ahead of my pace, which is good. Comfortably ahead of the cutoffs, which is good. Knees not feeling so bad, all things considered. So it's all good. We got an aid station in 2.5 miles or so, and that's it. Not a lot to report on today. There's me, looking the same as I've looked for quite a while now. Just plowing through it, making the best we can, and enjoying the beautiful scenery. All right, so 36 miles, exactly 2/3 over, which means there's 1/3 left. So 18 miles left, which is not a short distance, but it's feeling attainable all of a sudden. A lot more double track now, pretty easy to run on, getting a little more shade, which is good, although it's not hot out. Just saw Colette, who's my wife's running partner, at the last aid station. That was good. And even better was her husband, who owns a bakery, made me some custom beautiful looking cupcakes. So if I finish, I can have a cupcake and some Fireball and a beer and some chocolate milk, and we'll be good. So we're still rocking the music. Odd combination of Sabbath, Saxon, Metallica, Megadeth, and then Adele and Eminem and some country music, but it's working. So we'll check in I don't know, 5 miles or so. Next aid station is a while. It's 43, so 7 more miles. Bye for now. All right, mile 40. So that's 8:11, 72% done. So beginning to feel that the end is somewhere in sight, although of course it's not. Aid station in 3 miles, then 1 more after that, and a 5-mile dash to the finish line. So I'm definitely wearing out, slowing down, but pace is still okay. So that's cool. So we'll check in 5 miles or so. Then we'll be feeling excellent. Bye. All right. 45 miles in, which means 81% done. So a little under 10 miles left, which is good because I'm kind of tired of running. My body's definitely tired of running. So we'll keep moving along. Haven't seen people in quite a while. So it's basically just me and the flora and fauna, which is okay. Last few miles have been on this modified Jeep trail, which is easy to run on or walk a decent pace. A little sandy with sucks, but what are you gonna do? So hopefully in a couple hours, maybe 2.5, we'll be done having a celebratory beer at the finish line. So we'll check in another 5 or so. All right, 48 miles. Beginning to lose some daylight. Probably got an hour left. Guess we'll wrap up with the headlamp. But still running, which is exciting for me. And everything's feeling mostly okay, all things considered. So we got that going for us. So yeah, 6 miles, cold beer at the end, chocolate milk at the end, custom, what are those things called? Cupcakes. So we got a lot to work for. So we will probably leave you off unless we see something exciting until the final sprint home at our Kipchogean 4-minute pace. Under a mile. I've been for under 100 feet. Come on, 0.4, help me out.